right there, but he didn't give in. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you
swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that gets down into the gap. One runs in. Runner stop. Next offering is in for a strike.
No ball,
Still only one out here in the inning. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Headed for the plate. One run across. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. It's there.
Primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat, otherwise it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Francisco Lindor, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Ouch, that one drilled him. To first, and he beats it.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Lindor the move. Pitch misses. Caught in a rundown now. The tag out. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fastball is outside. 2 outs, base is empty. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they jump out front. It's 1-0. So 2 down. Now here is David Ortiz. In the air, left field. And that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's going to be Curtis Granderson. Shota back to work. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Gets down, base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages, working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
In there at the knees. And the count is 0-2.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you've got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
That one the other way, and a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, they found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you
swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that gets down into the gap. One run's in. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
Picks himself up at RBI. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
On a line out towards center. Squeezes it. Runner tagging from third. In from third is the tying run.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
Mike Trout now at the plate as he swings through strike one. On the ground, could be two. One at second. What a double play that was. Inning over. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Alex Bregman. Singy's currently the team leader in runs batted in. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it. He'll touch them all, and we're all square. It's 2-2. Here's Cody Bellinger. Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Bellinger's dad won a couple of World Series rings in 1999 and 2000. Clay was a backup infielder with the New York Yankees. In the 2023 season, Cody's dad, Clay, made a trip to Wrigley Field and sat in the right field bleachers to watch his son play. That's kind of cool. And that gets down for a base hit.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Kind of an interesting pitch selection there with the defense shifted to the pull side. Pitched on the outside corner, and that made it pretty easy for him just to punch it the other way.
Bellinger goes. In the dirt. Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag. Runner on the go again. This one in the dirt. Bellinger up to third on the wild pitch. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. That one just misses.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Read out of the stretch fires. Swinging a drive, deep right field. On the move, racing back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. 3-2, they take the lead. Now the catcher up to him, Jason Varitek. Inside, just missed.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. It sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And 1-1. Swing and a ground ball. Jump throw across his body. Safe at first as they can't make the play. One down. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Terry Pendleton. Next offering is in for a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Headed for the plate. One run across.
Back against the wall with two strikes, but found a way. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a base hit. Run scores.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Kind of just punts it out there the other way.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not inning getting started. Now it's the DH, Teoscar Hernandez. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swing at a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. A gigantic blast. It's 5-3. And that one wrapped foul. On a line base hit.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough.
Runner takes off. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Couple of singles back to back. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Swings through that one for strike two. Makes the grab, one away. Tries to get back and save.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Granderson, the next to hit, takes low for a ball.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and get out of this little jam.
Brings it in, 2 away. Now it's the second baseman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In the dirt. Just missed. Jeter at second, right at first, 2 out of the inning. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and that gives them a lead. It's 6-5. Joe Mauer digs in now. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. On the ground, right side. Ortiz steps on the bag. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. Back here at Coors Field, set for the bottom of the third. And now the first baseman, David Ortiz. Griffin Jacks takes over on the mound. And then skips in the dirt.
Well, these players really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. 5 of their hits have come from at-bats where they were behind in the count, so they're really battling up there.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. Back there. It bangs off the wall. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. He's not stopping. On his way home. Plays the plate, and he's out. He tried for the inside the Parker, and he couldn't make it. Swing and a ground ball out to short. And they get Bregman for the out.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Swing and a foul straight back. Not close with that one. And the count even 1-1. In the air, left field, down the line. This looks like extra bases. Around first, hustling for second. In safely. It's a double. And his
making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
And now, Hank Greenberg. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Kicks and deals. In the dirt. Greenberg leads off first with one away. Lined, and that's a base hit. Marte whips it back in. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down. Next is the designated hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. And he blows that one by him at 100.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Out there to center. He's under it. He's got it. And there's two down. Here comes the throw. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Derek Jeter, 1 for 3. That one is absolutely belted. And it bangs off the wall. One runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. The throw to third, and he's out trying for 3. That in. Well, we go bottom 6, and now it's Alex Bregman. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
You know, this group of hitters, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a 1-2 again. Taps softly third base side, a swinging bunt. Tosses to first, 1 up, 1 down.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Bellinger's an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that has turned into one of the premier power hitters in the sport. He was a 4th-round pick out of Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona in 2013. He hit 1 homer his senior year. Swing and a foul out of play. That's inside.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
That one ripped right center field. This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he'll pull in there with a stand-up double. So, runner at second, 2 down. Digging in, Jason Varitek. Outside with a breaking ball. Ramirez at second with 2 down. This one in the air right field. Soto sizing this one up. And that ends the inning. Top of inning number 7. Now the third baseman, David Wright. And a big swing and a miss, Helsley. In his 6th season, 30 years old now. And he was a 5th-round pick back in 2015. Swing and a miss. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. So up next, Juan Soto. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
That one down the line, and foul ball. Up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting, and that big bat. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Granderson now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Outside low, and it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. Here's the second baseman. Check swing, went around. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
That one fouled off. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him. Back here in Denver. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Matt Strom. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Fought off foul. Late swing, fouled off. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one away. And the batter now, Jose Ramirez. Ball one there. And that is out of play. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one back there. And it one-hops the wall. Around second is Ramirez. And he'll make it into third with a triple.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And a foul ball. And that one fouled off. One away with a runner at third. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Big at bat coming up for Ketel Marte. Line drive, brings it in for the third out. For the top of the 8th, and here's the catcher, Joe Mauer. Strom back to work. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Foul ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And now the first baseman, Hank Greenberg. Swing and a miss as he was late. 1 out, bases empty. This to center field. Marte hustling after it. They got it for out number 2. Here's Mike Trout. And it's fouled away. Inside, almost got him. Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 8th.
Throw the ball well, and
Now that's strike 3 and the third out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Mauer calls it in, and there's one away. Now it's Alex Bregman.
that was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense. Got to keep things airtight defensively right here, on your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And that one handled. Tosses to first. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Cody Bellinger.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
On the ground to the left. Throws to first in time. And Bellinger. And we're back. And now the DH, Teoscar Hernandez. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And in one hops the wall. The relay.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could.
Runner breaks for third. Swing and a miss. Throw to third. He's safe. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Marte on the move. And makes the grab. Runner tags for home. Now a relay to the plate.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. Into second, and he's got a double.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to...
Now this one gets through. Now a long throw home. He's in there.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
There goes the runner.
Oh my god, that nigga's so slow.
Throw to second, and he's out. Got him swinging. So bottom of the 9th, here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. He swings and fouls one off. And a foul ball. Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. He put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And first offering is fouled off. No outs. Runner on second. In the air, foul off first. Greenberg puts it away, and there's one down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well.
He's trying for third, and that one fouled off. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. There's a ball. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. Ramirez stands at third with one gone in the inning. That's hard hit in the line. Makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's 10-6. So it's their last chance in this one. Jose Ramirez, the next to hit. Foul ball there. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Nice grab. Picked in the dirt, but he beats it. What an effort that time. 2 outs, runner at first. Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. Runner on the go. Pitch inside. Throw there. Safe. Runner at second, 2 down. Here the last half of inning number 9. Runner goes again. Pitch in for a strike. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire to give.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Hauls it in, and that's the ball game.
Well, I'm not sure if he expected to get 9 outs in this one, but he had the gas in the tank to get it done. Kind of a throwback save for this guy today, but helps the team get the win.